we feel that we're a very big contributor to the quality of life here. It's something to do. It's the family outing place. So we're proud of that. And we're doing this again in a couple weeks, the Banana Ball Game. So we'll have our second annual Battle of the Billies Banana Ball Game, which last year had over 6,000 people. We'll have more this year. More antics, more skits, more fun. That's the type of thing we do.
Hey, this is Shay.
And this is Carrie,
Welcome to the Pocket Change Podcast.
where you'll learn better ways to spend, save, and invest and take control of your financial journey.
Take me out to the ball. You don't want us to keep going? Well, on this episode, we're going to talk about America's favorite pastime. It's summertime. We love baseball here in Jackson. So if you've been around Jackson a while, back in the 1900s, we had the Railroaders was our team. But we've had the Diamond Jacks, the Generals, and now our newest team, the Rockabillys. So we're excited about this episode.
Yeah, we now have the Rockabillys, and I'm really excited about their second season that they just kicked off. My boys and I love to go, so we're excited about it. We're so happy to have our guest today.
We're going out to the ball game.
We're excited to welcome our guest, Dennis Bastien, to the Pocket Change Podcast. He is the president and CEO of the Rockabillys in Jackson. Welcome to Pocket Change, Dennis.
Thank you, ma'am. Looking forward to working with you folks.
Well, we're so excited to have you with us. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in baseball.
How long is this? I started during the Carter administration.
Oh, wow.
1978. I went to work for the St. Louis Cardinals in Gastonia, North Carolina. I was the general manager of a Class A team. Was there 4 years. The league moved me to Macon, Georgia to do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation to a dead horse franchise. The league then moved me to Spartanburg, South Carolina for a year. By that time, my family realized that I knew what I was doing, and so we literally mortgaged the family farm and bought a team in the Carolina League in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Got married on a Saturday afternoon, moved into the locker room that night, and lived there until the players arrived from spring training.
So you had your honeymoon in the locker
That was
room.
40 years ago, 2 months ago. So been in it ever since. It's all we've ever done. A lot of minor league stops, a lot of minor league operations, a lot of things that we've done, and then became the college baseball coach and athletic director in an interim. Was going to put a team in the Prospect League after my complex I built got wiped out by an E5 tornado in southern Illinois, which was a remake of the ballpark that we built for League of Their Own movie.
Oh, wow.
And so when the league found out that we were interested in putting a team in Cape, they said, "You're overqualified. Would you rather be our commissioner?" So for the last 7 years, I was commissioner of the Prospect League. And when we came to Jackson, my wife and I decided to do this for ourselves.
Wow.
So we have moved here. We lived here. We're Jacksonians. In fact, my other home in Illinois is in Jackson County, by the way. So small world, and this is it.
Well, what keeps you coming back year after year?
I mean, that's what we do. This is our life. We are blessed. We are very, very blessed. God has blessed us with success to some degree. Our daughter was married in September, and she and her husband moved here in February. She's full-time with us now. So somewhere down the road, 6, 7, 8 years from now, I'll probably shut it down and let her take it over. So we have to make it go well so we can hand it down.
That's right. So that keeps you going day after day, just to keep it going and passing it down.
Well, see, I actually believe in the shark theory. Sharks only do 3 things in life. They swim, and they eat, and they make little sharks. I am finished making little sharks. So I sleep and I eat, and that's rare. But if you slow down, they die. So something you have to do in baseball. You never stop.
There you go.
Never stop,
Keep
huh?
going.
So of all the places to choose to bring a franchise, why did you choose Jackson, Tennessee?
Well, it was the only Double-A team dropped by Major League Baseball when 43 teams were dropped at the end of the 2020 year. As commissioner, I went around to the cities that had been dropped and brought 5 in, including teams in Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri. But when we came to Jackson, my wife and I decided, let's just do this for ourselves. And this was the last stop. We're going to die here. You know, I'm familiar with the area. When I was very young, my grandpa and I used to come down to Reelfoot Lake and fish. Where I'm from is not that far from here, even though it's in Illinois, about 2.5 hours away. So Jackson is a growing, booming area. You know, the corporations are flying in here. We all see that. So we saw a ballpark that was phenomenal, that was not in use. It was our dream to have a place like this after years in little tiny towns and little tiny ballparks. And I will tell you this, first ballpark I've ever had, it has an elevator. And we actually have a restroom in the office. Never had that before in 9 stops.
We're big time here in Jackson.
That's it.
So, Dennis, why should the community support the Rockabillys?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, one of which was we feel that we're a very big contributor to the quality of life here. It's something to do. It's the family outing place, so we're proud of that. And we have a Rockabillys reading program going on right now, for example. We do a lot of things with the Alzheimer's Association, with the Dream Center, with the United Way, with the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, a lot of things we do. And obviously, we cannot do that unless we have support by the community, by the corporate entities here, through season tickets, Leaders Credit Union nights and things like that. Obviously, it is something that it's a give back. You know, we've been very proud and very blessed that the corporate community here and the private sector have been involved with us with season tickets and company nights and outfield signage and various promotional nights that we do.
Well, it's good because you can help our community when patrons come to the area for tournaments or for events. You know, it's helping our whole community thrive with economic development through the baseball park. So,
Well, absolutely. In fact, the first week of May, just in the last month, we hosted 8 college teams of a 16-team Southern States Athletic Conference.
Wow.
And we used somewhere between 400 and 800, not for sure, hotel room nights
Right.
for 8 colleges that came in and stayed for 5 days. We had 18 games in 5 days and a long day practice day. So, again, the economic impact on the hotel motel tax, the restaurant use, the gasoline, the diesel fuel for buses, et cetera. We're a mid-sized corporation. We're not a tiny little place, but we're not obviously Kellanova or Leaders or West Tennessee Healthcare. But, you know, we're a fairly big operation. We have over 120 employees that we give jobs to in the summertime, plus a year-round staff of 5 to 7. So it's a little bit bigger than maybe what it used to be, and it's just how we operate, and that's how we run.
and we appreciate all that you all do to give back to our community.
Yeah.
We try.
And speaking of that, I mean, I feel like one of the things that I love most about the Jackson Rockabillys is that you're always hosting some kind of fun event. So tell us what you have planned for this summer.
Well, how long is this show? We're doing a lot of things, one of which obviously is the Leaders Credit Union Night. It's upcoming real soon. Last year we would have had an overflow crowd, but God put some water down on the field that night, and it rained and it rained and it rained. But we're doing a lot of things quite differently this year. For example, one night every year we are not the Rockabillys. This year, very soon, in a week or so, we are the Jackson Blue Suedes. Blue Suedes obviously is commemorative of the Carl Perkins song. That night, all of our players will be wearing these jerseys. That night after the game, they will be auctioned off at home plate, and all the proceeds will go to the Carl Perkins Child Abuse Center. We'll also be giving away a pair of blue suede shoes every inning.
Okay.
We are also doing the world's largest musical accompaniment to take me out to the ball game, and everybody that comes in the 7th inning will get a kazoo. Also that night, Stan Perkins, Carl Perkins' son, will be singing the song at home plate. So that's just one of the things that we are doing that's pretty unique.
You got a great jersey that will be presented that looks great.
Another thing we're doing is we are doing a replication of the League of Their Own championship game between the Rockford Peaches and the Racine Bells here in just a couple weeks.
Wow.
And that is going to be big. I mean, we had 172 women nationwide registered to come in to try out for that game. So in mid-April, on a Sunday afternoon, we had 60-some women show up, and they could play. This is not softball. It's 90-foot bases, 60-foot mound, wood bat baseball. Wow. And we have the costumes ordered. That's going to be really, really neat. We're reaching out to a lot of like women empowerment groups, girls softball teams, to come be a part of this. So we have the Tom Hanks character. He will be mic'd up. We will do the no crying at baseball scene. We have little Stillwell. He's coming. It's going to be neat. It's kind of like last year, and we're doing this again in a couple weeks, the Banana Ball game. So we'll have our second annual Battle of the Billies Banana Ball game, which last year had over 6,000 people. We'll have more this year. More antics, more skits, more fun. That's the type of thing we do. Now, unfortunately, both the Banana Ball game and the League of Their Own game, we cannot count in attendance because it's not a league game. We don't have a game that night.
Right.
These are exhibition games, so they're part of our schedule. Season ticket holders have those same tickets. Again, a lot of things like that going all summer. We're doing a Tail Wagging Wednesday where you can enter your dog's picture. It will be on a jersey, and then we're having a pup rally and a tailgate party.
I see what you did.
And people will be able to wear their jerseys home, and players will be wearing these with maybe 50 to 100 dogs on their jersey.
That is so fun.
We also, too, on that night with the Tail Wagging Wednesday, all proceeds go to the animal shelter.
That's awesome.
So we're doing about 8 nights this year where the proceeds go to the Alzheimer's Association, the Animal Shelter, Carl Perkins Child Abuse Center, to the Dream Center, and things like that. So that's something we can do to be a part of the community.
Lots of opportunities to support our community. That's
Absolutely.
wonderful.
So you mentioned Leaders Night at the ballparks. Coming back this year, our Member Appreciation Night, that's going to be for our listeners, June 14th at the ballpark. We got fireworks. Leaders members for Member Appreciation can get in. So we're looking forward to that. Can't wait to celebrate and see a Rockabillys win that night.
You guys have done a phenomenal job. That's an A+ on the way you market that and promote it for all the members. So, and we're members, so I guess we'll get to come in.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
for
for
choosing
choosing
me.
Leaders.
So
You beat me to it.
yeah, absolutely. So proud of that. Proud of everything you folks do.
Well, we had a wonderful time last year, so we're looking forward
Even
to
though
it
it
again
rained.
this
No
year.
rain. No
Yeah,
rain.
the rain didn't. A little rain
We
isn't
still
going to
had a
put us
couple
down.
thousand people
Oh, yeah.
sit in the
That's
rain,
right.
which was unbelievable.
It's going to be a good time, a fun time.
Yes.
So we got a full summer, but there's other things y'all do throughout the year. So tell us more about other events that happen at the stadium throughout the rest of the year.
Well, for example, we've done several car shows at the ballpark. We've done a concert. We've done Brewfest. We've done the Alzheimer Walk. We'll be doing this year the West Tennessee Chili Cook-Off. We're doing electric car racing through the school district. The Talladega people came up and put it on for us. We'll be doing that again.
Wow.
We book weddings, reunions, events. I mean, we're open for business. I mean, we promised the city that would be more than just a ballpark. We're doing big corporate picnics out there, not so much always on the night of a home game, but other nights during the year. We have several suites out there that they have company meetings. In fact, have one tomorrow. A lot going on. We're open for that. We do not turn down anybody unless it's illegal. We do events nonstop. We're trying to book a couple other big concerts now.
Sure.
And there's always that possibility that the University of Tennessee will return for another game here, which if you folks were aware of that or if you saw that, was absolutely mind-boggling, a totally meaningless fall practice game on a Sunday morning in November and had over 7,000 people there to see a meaningless game. I learned the power and the clout, sorry anybody else, of University of Tennessee.
Yeah,
It was unbelievable.
It was
and there's,
so much
we're
fun.
trying to get that back again.
that'd be
I
great.
would love to see that.
Lots of opportunities to enjoy festivities here in Jackson. And one more time, our Leaders Night for our members on June 14th out at the ballpark. Appreciate all y'all do and all that you bring to Jackson for families in our community.
So we've covered a lot of ground today, Dennis. But I do still have one last question for you. If you were to find some extra change in your pocket, what would you spend it on?
That's a good question. And you did tell me that in advance. So probably would have more embroidered items of the Rockabillys to wear around town.
So more merch, huh?
Some Rockabillys
like it.
merch.
That's it.
I'd go get me a baseball hot dog from the concession stand.
That's it. That's we call them ballpark steaks.
There you
Okay,
go.
there
A
we go.
ballpark steak.
Well, actually, all of our names of our food items are from that era. That's ain't nothing but a hot dog.
There you go.
Well, we thank you so much, Dennis, for being here with us today and appreciate all that you've shared with us.
Thank you so much. And the immortal Jack Buck, the famous voice of the St. Louis Cardinals for 48 years, his son Joe Buck has done Super Bowls for the last 20 years, in that every broadcast, well, thanks for your time, this time, till next time.
There you go.
Till next time. Thanks for tuning in to the Pocket Change Podcast.
Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe, and check out our full episode on YouTube so you can check out the Carl Perkins limited edition jersey,
The Pocket Change Podcast was brought to you by Leaders Credit Union.
where we power your passion and make lives better. Ching! Leaders is federally insured by the NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Learn more at leaderscu.com.